Alright, what's up guys? It's Ryan here. And we put this is the first time I'm posting on YouTube, so just know that this isn't just bear with me here. Um this is a show that I am going to probably start doing on the weekends. Um with high school going on for me. I'm in high school now. But that's not important. I'm sorry. But this we're going to discuss important NFL and NBA topics for the week, for the day. Okay, for the NFL, we're going to do a little bit on the NFL and then on the NBA. I mean, there's really not much to talk about in the NBA right now, so it's probably going to be the NFL for the next few weeks. Okay, so the first topic, Lamar Jackson. This man set a deadline by Friday to get Lamar set a deadline by Friday to get his contract negotiation done. Yesterday was Friday's. Yeah, you probably know. So, but anyway, they didn't get it done. Lamar is gonna play with the 23 point without a new contract. So so what I would do is, bro, just, he's considered. I think the Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray contracts, and Deshaun Watson obviously, have kind of ruined the Ravens. To get Lamar Jackson, like, okay, I'm back. With Lamar Jackson is gonna have a much harder time getting a deal done with the Kyler Murray new extension or signing, the Deshaun Watson signing for that same amount of money, but all of it being guaranteed, and he's not even gonna play the first 11 games. That's insane. I just think that's insane in itself. And and Russell Wilson's new extension. To be honest, I don't think it's a bad idea to extend him. But he hasn't even played a single game for you yet, and you're already going to give him almost $250 million over 5 years. That's almost Aaron Rodgers' money. I don't think he deserves that. Rodgers is a back-to-back MVP. Yes, he's a jerk, but he deserves that money. He deserves that money. So, he's a back-to-back MVP. He's a, what is it, like 4-time MVP. He deserves that money. And he just can't win in the playoffs. But aside from that, Russell Wilson he was even injured last year. But he's not the MVP type player that he was in 2020, 2019. And the guy in last year who was on pace, who had 16 touchdowns in the first 4 games, was on pace to break Peyton Manning's record. So he was injured last year. The offense had a down year for Seattle. I think he's gonna have a much better year in Denver because he's got a better O line. I mean, it's hard not to beat Seattle's, to be honest. And the weapons, he's got a much better running game, much better defense. I think he's got a much better play calling with Hackett now. And they're just going to have an all-around better year. But you pay him that much money, and he hasn't even played a single game for you yet? I think the extending part was not a bad idea. It's just the $245 million part. That's what I don't understand. Okay, back to Lamar Jackson. Moves like that are not going to help the Ravens try and get a deal done with Lamar Jackson. Because you know Lamar is better than at least Watson. At least Watson. He's better than at least Deshaun Watson. And Deshaun Watson got $230 million. Guaranteed over the next 5 years. How much do you think Lamar Jackson's going to want? A guy who carried Baltimore last year until he got hurt. An MVP, one of the most electrifying players in the entire NFL. In the entire NFL. Like, this is just insane. Like, the quarterback market, the wide receiver market is kind of broken. All right, on to the second topic. How I think the Panthers will do week 1 and just this entire year. And you know what? Scratch that. We'll make that number 3. Number 2 is the Bills against the Rams on Thursday night. Absolutely demolishing the Super Bowl champions. Josh Allen looked amazing. Just that defense for Buffalo looks like it hasn't gotten any worse. But that's not a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Considering they were the number 1 defense last year. And now, I just think this is the year they take that next step to winning the Super Bowl. I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I think they're the most complete team in the NFL. And I think with their schedule being the way it is, yeah, they got some tough matchups. Yeah, they're going to lose a few. They're going to lose a few that they probably shouldn't. But I think they're still going to win at least 14, 15 games. Be the number 1 seed in the conference. And then host the AFC Championship. Win that. I think beat whoever they have to face in the Super Bowl. Whether it's the Rams, Bucks, Eagles, Packers, I don't know. Cardinals, I don't know. But, I mean, you look at the Bills. Yeah, the running game has looked a lot better. Hopefully, James Cook does a lot better than just 1 carry for 1 fumble for the rest of the season. Let's be honest. All right. Sorry. And Josh Allen. He is a top 3 quarterback. Yes, and my top 3 QBs are Mahomes, Rodgers, Allen. To be honest, I have Brady at number 4 right now. I mean, all time, obviously Brady, but now Josh Allen's better than him. Now it's Allen. Easy. I mean, just the way he can read a defense is just insane. He can read a defense. He can hurt you with his arms. And is one of the most dangerous running quarterbacks in the NFL as well. You have that combination with the good receiving core that they have. With Stephon Diggs. Gabe Davis still looking really good. They have a lot of depth at the wide receiver position. Dawson Knox has been a great tight end, great threat in the red zone, and just a great all-around threat as a tight end. The running game is going to get better. Their O-line is good enough. And then the defense, don't even get me started about that defense, especially when Trey White comes back healthy. Once he comes back healthy, that'll be the number 1 defense in the league. Once he comes back healthy, that'll be the number 1 defense. If they can shut out the Rams for an entire half without Trey White, imagine what they were going to be able to do to teams like the Rams with him. With him in the lineup. With him healthy. That's going to be scary. And Von Miller was looking really good that Thursday night. So I just think the Bills are going to have a really good year this year. The Rams, I don't know. They might have had their year in the spotlight. I just, if that's how they're going to, I thought they were going to lose, but not by this much. Like, this is just sad. Matthew Stafford does not look good. The elbow injury is really, he probably should not have played on that. Jalen Ramsey is not looking like the Jalen Ramsey of old. And the defense for the Rams, yeah, they forced 3 turnovers, but what were they able to do with it? They were able to do nothing with it. If they did, that would have been a much closer game. Come on. All right. Third topic on the NFL. The NFL season will be in full swing starting tomorrow at 1 o'clock with matchups such as the Panthers, Browns, Bengals, Steelers, Falcons, Saints. Like, that's 1 o'clock. And then the games get better as it gets later. That makes sense. It's the NFL. So my Panthers play at 1 o'clock on tomorrow. The NFL season really gets going tomorrow. And to be honest, I would not be surprised if Baker is good, the Panthers will be good. Come on. The O-line got better. We traded for Chenault, which I think was a very underrated move. People are hating on us for making that move. I mean, I've only watched one, but people are thinking, oh, we already got Rashard Higgins and Terrace Marshall aside from Moore and Robbie. We're going to need more than Rashard Higgins and Terrace Marshall. And plus, especially if Christian McCaffrey he's already hurt. He's already got a shin injury. Like, come on. Like, Chenault, I know we were pursuing Denzel Mims. Another player drafted in that second round of 2020. Another receiver, I should say, drafted in that same round, 2020. I think Chenault, if you put him in an offense like that, like Carolina, I think he could do some really good things, really nice things. We didn't even have to give up anything. We also traded Dennis Daly to the Titans, but nobody cares about that. For like a 6th round pick. Like, that's fine. I would have taken a bag of Doritos. That's for Dennis Daly. Like, he's not. If Baker's good, this team will be good. The defense, yes, it will regress. But it won't be the second best passing defense in the league like it was last year. Let's get that straight. But a healthy J.C. Horn should keep it around top 5, top 10. Okay, we're back. Okay. Back to what I was saying. The defense we made some improvements on the D line with Ioannidis. I think we got him. The O line is better. Just the whole team, I think, in a way, did get better. It's just Matt Rule. The way this organization is leading, if he doesn't do good this year, he's out. He's got to be out. So I think this is going to be a pressure year for Matt Rule. He's on the hot seat. I mean, he already was last year. But now he's really on the hot seat. Because especially after, we were 5-5 after week 10 last year. And we had a lot of winnable games. We could have been 8-5. I think we could have at least won 2 out of the last 4 games. If we do that, we're 10-7. We're in the playoffs. And I would have taken that. Considering where we've been last few years, I would have taken that. I mean, this is just depressing. We can't win more than 5 games. I think this is the year we do that. I think we finally have a competent quarterback. We finally have a competent quarterback in Baker Mayfield. He got hurt last year. He wasn't as good. Well, of course he wasn't as good. He didn't have the kind of receiving core Jarvis Landry wasn't as good. Odell didn't want to play for them, and when he did, he wasn't that good. And they're a run-centric team with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And now we face them week 1. We face that Browns team week 1. And Jacoby Brissett. It's not Deshaun Watson. We've already established this. He's just suspended for the first 11 games this season. That defense better get after Jacoby Brissett. I mean, I'm just saying. If we can shut down the run game, it'll be much easier to stop them. It'll be much easier to stop them if we can shut down the run game. I mean, that's for any teams like the Browns or the Colts or anything like that. For the time being, at least before Deshaun Watson comes back. So, and do I think the Panthers will win tomorrow against the Browns? I think it's possible. I really think it's possible. Come on. I think we could easily go 3-0 again. We beat the Browns. I think it's going to be close. It's going to be hard, but we can beat them. Giants, I mean, everybody's saying they're going to be better than the Panthers. No, they're not. They're not. Saquon's been on the field less than McCaffrey has. And McCaffrey's been way more productive when he's healthy than Saquon has. That's aside the point. Just they're an all-around better team. And the Saints, I mean, that one's going to be the toughest out of the first 3. But I think we can do that. Even if Alvin Kamara is not suspended. We can do that. It's very manageable. We could easily beat the Saints with the team we have now. To be honest, I think we're at least like an 8-9, like middle of the pack type team this year. I'd take that. Considering we went from 6-2 to 7-9 one year, and 3-0 to 5-12 last year. I'd take it. Okay, that was it for today. I might do one tomorrow. I doubt it, but let's see. We'll see. This is gonna be probably an every weekend thing. So just subscribe to the channel. I'm new, so it's my first video I will ever post. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys watched, and see you next time. Peace.